I'm Steph.
I'm Michael.
Today we're going to talk about games that we are choosing not to stream.
Volume 1.
Volume 1, Episode 1.
Episode 1. Season 1, Episode 1.
Yes.
So, now, these are not necessarily bad games. These are just games that we are deciding not to stream for one reason or another.
And we'll talk about that.
Maybe it's a one-time adventure game. Maybe it's a game that is just not for us, that, maybe it takes 6 hours to play. But it's a fantastic game. Or maybe it's a game that you guys should totally avoid. We don't want you guys to think of this as the stream of reject games. It is the game. It is the stream of the games we will not be playing on stream.
For one reason or another.
For one reason or another. So let's go ahead and start off with one that we played just yesterday and had a great time with it.
Yeah.
And see, these publishers do deserve to have their games displayed for good or for bad.
Yes. We've played one of the games. It's a series.
And this is for good. So
Holiday Hijinks.
Holiday Hijinks.
And this is the game number 5. We did do one on stream.
5 of 5. We have done one on stream, but we don't want to do all of them. We do want to say that they're available, though.
Yeah. So we played the Valentine's Day one, and then this one here.
This is called
Birthday Burglary
from Grand Gamers Guild.
It actually is super cute.
Highly recommend this.
Yeah, it's perfect for like a small birthday gift.
Yes.
Obviously, that's a theme. And it can appeal to anybody. It's cute. It's super cute. I really like this series of games. It's 18 cards. There's different levels of difficulty. There's 1 through 3. But I like the way that they use their website to like put in.
Well, they did things differently on this.
They did a little bit differently.
It almost works like an adventure game.
Yeah.
Like if you see a card that has something on it, you can say look at and the number on the item on the card, and it will tell you a little something about that item. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it does it well.
So yeah. Super small game, as you can see. It is just
18 cards.
18 cards. But highly recommend picking this up for a playthrough and then passing on to somebody. It's great for a stocking stuffer, which is why there's Christmas, Halloween, Independence Day,
and
Valentine's Day, and birthday.
And now there's one coming out for Groundhog Day next.
Yes. From what I understand, they have been working with other people in order to do games for other holidays that they are not as familiar with. For example, I would not feel comfortable writing an adventure game about Hanukkah or Kwanzaa. It's just not my culture. But so they are recruiting people within those cultures to come up with the games. I think it's a great idea.
I think it's cool.
And it's going to give, a lot of exposure to, other cultures and holidays that maybe you aren't as familiar with. Now, you don't have to have knowledge of a holiday or an event. Let's say you did the Independence Day game. You don't have to have information about America's independence in order to play this game. So, still highly recommend it.
Yeah, they give you everything that you need on the website in case you don't know a song that they're referring to or something. They give you the keys and everything. Like, everything is open knowledge. You can go search the internet if you need to or whatever, but it's just,
like if you need, if you need Morse code, it's in there. If you need the alpha, NATO alpha designations, like Alpha Bravo, Charlie Delta, Echo, that's in there. You need Braille, it's in there.
Yeah.
Maritime flags, it's in there. On their website. You don't even have to go searching for it. It's there.
It's just on the website, which is good.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, definitely worth checking out. Birthday Burglary.
Yeah, Holiday Hijinks.
Yes, it's the set is Holiday HIJINX.com, I think.
No, KS.
KS?
Yeah.
Where is it?
There.
Oh.
If you're looking in BGB, it's Holiday Hijinks first.
Tada.com, I think, is the thing. Is the website where you go to play the games. Anyway, Mayor asked, what do you think about players on BGA that play one game a bazillion times?
I mean, that's a prerogative.
Yes. So I've played what is it? Hanabi 350 times. So, I mean,
I'm already over that with Next Station London.
exactly. So, yeah, there are no games about Norse holidays. Well, then they need to get with someone from Norway or any of the other Scandinavian companies,
Whoa.
countries, and do that.
Next on
Freya's Day, yeah. Celebrate
the list.
Norse holidays every Thursday. Next on the list, you were trying to get to it. Exit Lord of the Rings.
I just got it.
We just got it.
We're not going to stream it.
We're not going to stream it because it's a one-shot.
Haven't even played it.
We don't want to spoiler it. Be sure to check on Steph's reviews because she posts about all of those there.
I'm skeptical.
I swore I would not play any more exit games.
It's true.
This is an exception. I have to play it.
The Lord of the Rings version.
Yes, and unlock Star Wars.
I didn't know that. I don't need to play that.
Well, we have it.
Oh, yeah, we do. Oh, yeah. Unlocks I like better than exits. So, yeah.
But I want to give it a fair shake.
Yeah.
It could be fantastic. Hashtag no thanks.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so those are the
Hashtag nope.
exit type of games.
Drew and I have been doing that when we play Magic. It's like hashtag nope.
Next.
Nope.
Yes.
So, let's talk about Super Snipers from Galen Games. It's the Cardboard Edison Award 2021 finalist.
This is going to Kickstarter in like a week.
It's going to Kickstarter very soon.
Very soon. And we
have a prototype version. It is just printed off rules. Go ahead.
This is like, so it plays 1 to 2 players.
1 to 2.
Yep. Oh, hi, Time Roller.
Oh, hi.
So it's a polyomino type attacking game where if you're playing 2 players anyway, I don't know about solo game. It might be a better solo game. I'm not sure. But for me right now, I don't think it would show well. I think if somebody gets ahead, you can't catch up.
It's hard to catch up. So
I think there are problems with the development. I think it needs a little work.
So ultimately, you're hiding in location 1, 2, or 3. Each of us. We each have a unique 1, 2, and 3. Right? So what you're trying to do is you're trying to surround this with polyomino tiles. And then you'll say, oh, is my opponent in this area? And if so, yay, you have found them and you can start trying to close off the big board that relates to it. Now, here's the thing. You remember I said there's a 1, 2, and 3, right? In number 1, there is 1 innocent that you need to make sure you do not fill off. And you need to isolate the enemy inside this kill box. It could be super tight inside the kill box. It could be loose inside the kill box as long as you have closed him off.
Right.
Location 2 has 2 innocents. Location 3 has 3 innocents. So here's the thing. If the one catch-up mechanism is if for some reason if I find you on location 3, you can't hide there anymore. So that is unavailable to you if you decided that you wanted to hide in location 3. Here's the thing. I found out where she was on 3, and I killed her on 3 at the same time that she found me on location 1. It was simultaneous. But now I've got a 2 and 3 available to me because I was hiding in 1. She had only a 1 and 2 available to her, and she had no way of catching up.
But what if I didn't even find you and you did manage to? I mean, then I would be super far behind.
Even farther behind. So on the second one,
you could get lucky. Let's just say
on the second one, what was it? You did kill me first, but on the third one, where we just no, I killed you
on the second one.
On the second one, then you killed me. We had 1 left, but yours was a 1 and mine was a 3.
Yeah,
it was impossible for you to catch up at that point.
No, I mean, there's no way. Because of the way it goes down. It is interesting.
Hello, Faithlin.
It is an interesting take on games. It's I'm wondering if it's a better solo experience.
I wonder if that's the case. I like what it's trying to do, but I think it's too easy for one player to get too far ahead of the other.
Because you got super lucky.
I did get super lucky. I found you all the time.
3 spots, he found me on the first go, and I took all 3 before I found you. On the second time, you found me on the first go, and it took me the other 2. So I literally had to search all of them, basically.
So that's a little bit of a luck aspect.
Yeah.
So yes. I do want to like what this does. Certainly worth checking out if you happen to run across the Kickstarter. It does come with a bunch of 3 different colors worth of polyominoes inside 2 bags.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's a puzzly type of game, which I enjoy.
It's got the standard polyominoes, as you can see.
Now, you can play it in a real-time aspect, but that would be kind of chaotic, I think.
I think that would be super chaotic. Yeah, so you could either play it turn-based or real-time. We played a turn-based. So...
The locations don't change, but you can change where you put your people.
Yes.
So you have 1 person and 2 misses, and so you might go with one the first game. But yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying. That locations are always pretty static.
There are 1s, 2s, and 3s, right? There are 2 different 2s for the white side, 2 different 2s for the black side.
Exactly the same.
Oh, are they exactly?
Yeah.
No, they are not.
Oh, okay.
These are mirror images of one another.
Well, I meant like if you flip over the tile, it's exactly the same. Yeah, it's the same. From front to back, they're the same. Okay. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Guide me here.
Top corner is orange and gray. Top corner is orange and gray.
Top corner is orange and gray.
Yes.
The bottom corner is orange and gray.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, you mean the top corner on the front? Yeah, and that is the
They aren't different.
One's the beach. Oh, and the other one's the beach.
Yeah.
So there's not 2 locations.
Yeah.
All right. So it's even less than what I thought.
Yeah. But who knows? With the Kickstarter, they might do more.
They might do more. This might just be for the prototype.
This is a prototype.
So can't judge it on that. There are player boards that you assemble and that you put your tokens on and stuff, or you'll put your little overlays.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. I mean,
got it.
I think there's hope here. I'm not sure it's quite there yet.
There are also different player powers. Some of them seem insanely overpowered.
Yeah.
I think if Steph would have found me, let me put it this way. I don't think there's any way she would have caught up as much as she did had she not had an insane player power.
I did have an insane power, yeah.
If you do fall behind, you get an adrenaline power. Was it enough for you to catch up all the way? No, unfortunately. But it is probably worth checking out.
Drew says, the theme doesn't do it for me. Matt says, Battleship Plus. It's not exactly Battleship because you're not saying I want this, but you're collecting polyomino pieces to place into
place on this.
You're trying to enclose different things, but I can kind of see.
But I mean, still, you can miss like you do in Battleship. It's like, hey, are you on tile 1? No, miss.
Right. So yeah, people will definitely enjoy that for sure. I think, Matt, you're right. So
agreed. Next, Galapagos from Gigamik. Plays 3 to 12 players. Now, maybe this, and supposedly people have played with more than 12. The first time I played this, which was years ago, when did this come out? When was this? 2017. So yeah,
that was my guess, huh?
That was a good guess. I played this years ago before Steph got it for review.
Yeah.
And okay time with it.
Yeah.
basically, you are stuck on a deserted island with all the other people. And you have to make sure that you get enough food for everybody, one food per person, one water per person, and one piece of wood collected from the jungle and then built into a raft per person before you can all get off the island. Now that's one food and one water per day. What happens if you don't collect enough food or water? Well, somebody's going to starve. And that basically has player elimination written all over it. So Matt says, I love Galapagos, had it a few years. Not a great game for players who have an issue with Take That or who don't enjoy the Survivor TV series type genre. You just can't take it too seriously. So we love Survivor. We absolutely love Survivor. Player elimination can be a little rough. So we decided to play this just recently with 4 players because we couldn't play it.
More.
You have to have at least 3.
I know that it's probably not ideal with 4.
It's probably better with more. However, here's what happened. Turn 1. Steph gets a gun.
I had a gun, a bullet in my initial hand. Before James takes his first turn of the first.
Before James took his first turn, bang!
I shot him.
Shot him. Took his cards. Easy. So, clearly we have a traitor in our midst.
Not a traitor.
Then you managed
All of his cards.
You managed to steal a card from me.
I
didn't
should
steal a
kill
bullet.
you.
You should have killed me because I had a bullet. And I'm like,
someone has a bullet.
I had a bullet.
And I knew Susan was going to get so mad at me if I killed her. So I decided just to, not do that. I want it, just leave it alone. Okay, so Susan, I was like, okay, I'll just kill James. You won't take it too personally. I should have killed you. You had a bullet.
I had a bullet. You would have taken the bullet. You would have shot somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah. Long story short, she sailed away on the raft on her own. We're just sitting there dead on the island.
Everybody died but me.
Everybody died but Steph, the traitor.
I was the winner. And by winner, I mean I had to play it. Nobody won. I hated it.
So,
not a game for me. But if you're giving me a bullet and a gun in the first turn, I'm like, the faster I can kill these people, the faster I can win.
And that's what you did. We already know how this game goes. Steph is already on the dark side.
Anybody can go to Essen.
Yeah, Matt says that he thinks it'd be an interesting game to play with max player count over Zoom or Discord. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
The only problem is the hand, that you have to have a hand of cards.
You do have a hand of cards.
So you have to have someone moderate all of that.
And
yes,
never again.
As Steph said, anyone can go to Essen. It's I've never been, but it's supposedly a lot like it's European Gen Con, essentially.
Yeah, but you get gelato after, so it's like way better.
Euro Gen Con plus gelato.
There's pretzel stands everywhere, and they're delicious. Worth it.
So, we have played Clue,
Nemo,
Clue Dexter, and Clue Dexter, and now we have Clue Friends. It works exactly the same as those games. As every other Clue. Matter of fact, it has the same strengths and weaknesses as as Nemo and Dexter had, in that they say, all right, if you're playing 2 players, put 5 cards over to the side and then deal out the rest of the cards evenly. You can't. It's odd. It's an odd number of cards. So how we fixed it, we put 6 cards over to the side.
Yeah.
But clearly someone is going to get the jump on somebody else. Now this is the rude part. Steph and I were both over in the corner of the map. And I knew Steph knew who the everything was. And she knew I knew where everything was. So we were together. Steph tried to roll to get to the middle. And then on my turn, I went to a spot nearby and pulled her back. And then
it wouldn't work. I mean, yeah, it still would.
And then, yeah, and it was back and forth between 2. Most of these locations are joined like where you can go from one spot to the other without moving to it. It's like you can't miss. And so
It's basically
whoever could roll a 10 first would do it. Yeah, if I didn't get in, I was going to go to the other location to pull you back. And you had to try to roll a 10 again.
Yeah, it's a big phone.
Eventually, you got in.
Like, if you're going to say, I think it's the phone with Phoebe in the Monica's house, then Phoebe will always get pulled there, even if that's a player. So that's the problem.
And I think we've done right by, it was this, Hasbro, the op. Yeah, I think we've done right by the op by showing the other two on stream. If you do want to see how this would generally play, then that is, it's the same game.
Clue. And
it's Clue.
It will be attractive to anybody who loved the show Friends. I'm in that group, obviously.
Right.
I watched all of it multiple times. So, yes.
I watch it occasionally when channel flipping is like, oh, that's Friends. And I might stop there, but usually not.
I like Friends. Okay.
But yeah, to Friends, the television series. This is called The One with the Secrets.
Yes.
Because all the Friends episodes. All right, on that. All right. From WizKids, we have Shapers of Gaia.
This is one I would stream, but I just don't think Michael liked this one much.
It has a lot of abstractness in it.
This is 2 to 3 players, by the way.
Yeah, it's got a very narrow player range. 2 to 3 players.
1 to 3. They could probably think of a solo mode for it.
So, say something while I look at something real quick. I want to refresh. It's been a minute.
It's pretty simple. You are either going to be exploring or placing animal down. Thank you for that raid.
Hey, GOP raiding with a party of 1. We have your table right over here.
Thanks for hanging out with us today.
We're going over the games that we have played but are not going to stream for one reason or another.
Yeah.
And as you were saying,
so it's pretty simple where you are basically trying to get these animals into terrains. And by placing animals down, you're unlocking abilities and special bonuses. You're also getting like tech cards. You're learning about them. And so you're getting kind of a combo thing going on, but it's pretty loose.
Unlocking all sorts of player powers on your mat.
Right.
And in order to activate these powers, you have to go up on these tracks using 3 basic and 2 advanced resources.
Mm-hmm.
So it's possible for one person to rush the ending, which is fine. That's just not for me.
Yeah, I mean, so I liked it. I like trying to puzzle out how to place animals in appropriate. You didn't even focus on the end game scoring for that, so I think you forgot about it.
I was looking at everything else and I was like, oh yeah, there is in-game scoring goals. Oops. And you were focused on it and you destroyed me. But it's fine. It's just that, yeah, you have to also put your animals on the sides of the map, and it's very abstract in how that is. And you guys know how with abstract games, I'm like, I'm fine with them, but I just don't enjoy them. However, this could be just fine for the right group, I think.
They're working on a FAQ is what my understanding, but there needs to be a FAQ because a lot of everybody has different player powers and everything that aren't exactly clear.
Yes, and they're not exactly balanced, I don't think.
It's hard to say.
It is hard.
I played the one, so I don't know. So yeah.
It seemed like yours were
perfectly fine. I would play it again.
Yours seem much better than mine. Not that that's a complaint. It just is what it is.
As far as like games with asymmetry for player abilities and WizKids, I do like Free Radicals better.
Yes.
Which is totally a different type of game altogether, but it has unique player things going on.
A lot of games have that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
But yes,
from the WizKids lineup, the
WizKids group, Free Radicals it's probably a lot deeper. I would say Free Radicals is.
Yeah, this is pretty simple.
This is simple,
but yeah.
So
it's harmless.
It's harmless. Shapers of Gaia from WizKids.
Yeah.
All right, so This game needs to be shown. I had super high hopes from Big Potato Games. We love Big Potato. We've enjoyed their games that we have gotten from them. And so when they had their awesome mail truck booth at Gen Con, because they've had an awesome Blockbuster booth. When they had their awesome mail truck booth at Gen Con, we were like, oh, this is going to be
super cool,
super fun, where you are you work for the USPS and you are trying to be the best mail carrier in town. So basically you have a US map on which you're going to go from spot to spot in order to basically pick up cubes from the main 4 depots and then take them across the country to wherever. Here's the big catch. And it hurts me to say it. If you move onto a space with a fellow mail carrier, you can help them deliver their package so that the USPS can get can deliver the package, but you take all the glory for it.
You basically somebody else's.
You are stealing their package. Here, let me help you with that. Oh, and by the way, here's one you can deliver for me that I'm never going to deliver. Are you kidding me? No. Matt is cracking up.
It's a terrible mechanic.
Gosh, I wanted to love this game. Look, it has a little stamper that you stamp onto the little score pad. It's a real stamp.
And then you stamp. It's cute. It's a gimmick. It's cute.
It's a gimmick. It's cute.
The whole game is really cute. I like the artwork, the art style. I like that. I'm not into pick up and deliver so much anyway, but it was fine. Obviously, I really don't like the stealing aspect of it.
Yeah, because you are not big on pick up and deliver at all.
No.
Like at all.
No, well, first you have to get the cards to be able to move around the board, and then you have to go and do it. So,
if 2 postcards come up right in the right places, you can just pick them up and they're automatically delivered. And I exploited that and delivered 2 in one turn.
Yeah. I think I would like it better if it were a co-op.
I would like it a lot better if it were co-op. If you were trying to do it on some sort of a game timer countdown mechanism.
I would have liked that better, yeah.
Absolutely. There are quite a few rules issues. For example, if you deliver a fragile parcel by air, then it's not delivered. It's delivered, but you don't get a bonus for it. I mean, what is it, broken? At which point is it really delivered? So there are 2 catches with this. One, what if I had it, shipped it by air, and then she stole it? She delivered it. She didn't use air, or she didn't remember I shipped it by air.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to remember this?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
There is a card in here which is a water card, not an air card. That's a seaplane. Yes, you can pretty much piece together. Oh yeah. Hello, Ruel. Raiding with a party of 20. Well, I need my raid helmet.
Hello.
Like you have. Okay, so a seaplane. It goes by air. It's a water card. Are you shipping it by air? Nothing says on the card you're flying it. I mean, I could technically take it on the seaplane the whole way. Yeah, today, Ruel's viewers, thanks for joining us. We are talking about all the games that we want to tell you about, but we are not going to play on stream.
Yep.
So
right now,
that's what today is.
The
Great American Mail Race from
PS game.
Big Potato. So there's one last weirdness in the rules. All right. So let's say that you are going by trail you are literally on a donkey or a horse or something, right? You are going on these little trails, right? This spot, is it connected to all 5 of these? Or is it one line going across? And these 2 lines going here. Can I go from here to here? Who knows?
I think
It's not clear. Whenever you have lines that intersect, you need to be clear.
yeah, it's
So there's a lot of little things that I would have expected an established game design group to have tested out.
and fixed.
And it hurts because I wanted so much.
We really
this.
want to like.
I like pick up and deliver. Steph does not care for it at all. I want to like it.
Also on incorrectly. That's annoying me too.
Oh, the stamp is on incorrectly? What do you mean?
Meaning the front of the mail, the check mark is going the other way, so it's not facing you.
Oh, that didn't bother. But yeah, I did not know.
Yes.
Hello, Terry.
But that's that.
What were y'all playing, Ruel?
Unfortunately.
The parcel post expansion. Hostile UPS and FedEx start delivering packages, undercutting the USPS system.
Oh, man.
Dan says, did you just play this? No, these are games that we are
not playing
on stream, but we think we need to actually show you guys
about them.
Yeah.
We've got 2 left.
Because if we just show you the good games, you guys are not protected against the bad games. And these are not all bad games. Some of these they're one-time play games, or they're just not games that will show well on stream.
That sounds like fun, Ruel. Hopefully you had a good time.
Download Sunset Over Water, Pocket Edition, and Solitaire Bowling. Cool.
Yeah.
From Queen Games, Stefan Dora's Pirates.
You need 3 players, first of all.
Yes.
So that's one reason.
That's one reason why we're not streaming it.
Another reason is because, it's just not.
So in this game, you've got different ships that you can go to attack. So basically what you have to do is if I remember this correctly, I say I'm going to put so many coins on this, and then you can get outbid as long as you don't go over a certain amount, because you can only go. No, that's right. You bid.
You take people's.
You take people's pirates. So everybody has 5 different pirates. So I will take one of my discs and place it on the top of anyone else's discs. Or I can take one of my stacks of discs and put on top of anyone's stack of discs. So if I have a stack of 4 and you have a stack of 4 and I don't want you to win, I will just put that on top. And here's the problem. You have to pay all of the pirates in that stack if you are the captain. But a lot of times the windfall will exceed the amount that you get. You're going to get the amount in the corner of the ships.
There's some loot that you'll first captain and second captain.
First mate. Captain and first mate.
Yeah.
So the top one in the stack is the captain. The second one in the stack is the first mate. But yeah, when you pick up something, you're going to pick up a stack of chips. Now, it's not clear whether you have to pay your pirates. It's not clear whether you have to pay them from the amount on here or from the amount in your personal stack.
I assume
So there's a couple of little rules quirks in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we played it with 4.
Basically, I put my pirate out there. Susan takes my pirate on her stack, and then Michael can take her stack, or you can start a new stack. Take somebody else's stack, and if it comes back to you and you have a stack and you have enough in that stack, you can maybe
go and attack,
or you can take another stack, but basically it just goes on and on and on, because all of these 4 locations have to be gone before you can even put out new ones. So it's like, okay, now we just have to keep. It's just like a repetitive, like nonstop, like.
So here's one really. I don't think they tested this part enough. I realize why they did it, but it doesn't work. It's like opposite of how it should work. Here's the mark. It's like this nasty Pirate's Mark, right?
What do they call it? It's you keep talking.
It is featuring Bonnie Lass. So what you do is at any time, if one of your discs is in a stack, you can call a mutiny, putting your stack to the top and going out and immediately going to take over that ship.
Black spot.
The black spot. I was thinking of the black mark. It's the black spot.
Mark would probably be better anyway.
Yeah, so it is the black spot right here. If you call a mutiny, let's say that Steph has a big old stack. She took her 4 stack, put it on top of my 3 stack. Now she has a big old 7 stack, and she can go and take the thing that might win me the game. I can put my disc on top, calling a mutiny. I give her the spot. The spot is negative points at the end of the game. Not only did I call a mutiny on her ship, I also give her the mark, which is negative points if you have it at the end of the game.
That's what cost me the game, by the way.
Yeah. So now, as someone who calls a mutiny, I have to pay everyone in the stack double. But I might be able to even afford double, especially if it gives me the one thing that we need to win the game. So,
okay.
The black spot is a literary device invented by Robert Louis Stevenson for his novel Treasure Island. Pirates are presented with a black spot to officially pronounce a verdict of guilt or judgment. So, not only does she take the penalty for losing that stack of stuff, not only does she lose the opportunity to invade the ship that she was planning to invade, I get to invade and give her the black spot. That's like a triple whammy. Hello. Thanks for rating. Wizzy check 1 2 1 2. This didn't work. I'm going to be doing a lot of songs on Wigsby's Rock Band Spectacular stream, and I believe a certain Blue Puppet might be in attendance.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Senor Azul might actually be there.
Hope you had a good stream, Wigsby. Dan says Pirates was a remake of Buccaneer, which was meh. I guess Queen does like to do a lot of remakes, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But why?
So I wanted to like it. You love pirate things.
I do.
It is your jam.
I was looking for the next great pirate game. And it's always disappointing to me. Because I always want to love it so much, and I never do.
So yeah, I think the black spot killed you. It's what killed you that game.
Yeah.
And it passes back and forth and back and forth. So it's not like it's going to stay with you until you're the one that ends up with it at the end of the game.
Right.
And then it sucks. So yes.
Speaking of pirate games.
Oh yeah, Monkey Island. He was talking about Monkey Island.
So that's Pirates.
Just finished Monkey Island 2 for the first time. Ready for Return of a Monkey. So, it looks great. It's got great artwork. It features some cool pirates, but ultimately, we can't stream it for a couple of different issues. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Last but not least, a game that we just played
today. Like today.
A Battle Through History, featuring... it's an adventure with Sabaton. Sabaton is supposedly a Swedish metal rock group that does something with historical something or other.
Obviously, I don't know. Heavy metal bullet game collection.
Yes. Yeah, it is part of the heavy metal board game collection.
Dan says black metal.
Black metal, got it. I wouldn't know the difference between heavy metal and black metal. I assume it's even heavier.
I mean, I don't get why that has anything to do with this game at all anyway, but sure.
Yeah, I don't understand the association, so...
No, there's no association. So, yeah.
Not my jam, exactly. Not your Pearl Jam, not your Jelly Jam. The artwork is fantastic.
Yeah, it's not bad.
The rule book needs a lot of work. If you designers, rule book editors, if you write a rule book run a spell check on it. There should be zero reason you have the word reinforcements, missing the R, in your rule book.
Yeah.
There should be zero reason. I can understand if you have like the word cards instead of card, it's not going to catch it. I get that, though that would have been caught by a grammar editor. There, and then there are other problems that should have been caught by a game put out by Pegasus Spiel. There are 2 hero cards in each era that you need to take out. Let me tell you, if for some reason you happen to stumble across this video, which is not even posted in a Battle Through History's website, on the BGG page, these hero cards are not marked in any way. They're the only cards that are featured, and this is what the designer said on BGG. They are the only cards that feature the person from here up,
from the
instead of a full image.
That's how you're supposed to.
That's how you're supposed to know.
Or if you look through the secondary guide of.
There's a historical guide.
I
should not have to go to the historical guide for rules.
Which cards you need to know about. What? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Before I go out to have dinner, I will mention we played Dulce because Steph said I would like it, and I did. She knows you, Dan.
I thought you would. There you go.
There you go.
See, we played that on stream twice. We like that game.
Time I looked at this, it looked hanky. I like what it wants to do.
I wanted to like it.
So in this game, you have 4 eras: 1, 2, 3, and 4. Basically, medieval, Renaissance. What is the third one? Like 1800s, 1900s warfare, and then modern day. And you are going out. You are taking your time traveling Sabaton, which is your main character. You are taking your Sabaton miniature and you are moving it to one of those 4 time eras. Based on the thing that moves through the gears of time, there's a little gear that does not rotate very well at all. You sort of have to fumble with it until it actually rotates. I wish it's a gear that looks like this. I wish it rotated the way it's supposed to, with little fence posts that you move in, you feed in, and that will indicate the actions you can take before you go time traveling in order to get some cards to deck build your deck. Hey, deck building, that's a cool thing to do, isn't it? So yeah, you will get points for getting these cards that will upgrade your deck. 1 point per card. If you manage to find one of these leaders, it's worth 3 points. We saw not one leader the entire game we played.
A 2-player, yeah.
Maybe it's a flaw with 2 players. I don't know. Supposedly, they're really hard to get. And if you do manage to get it, they can be used once. That said, even the epic ones, I saw in my deck maybe twice.
They can be used only once?
The leaders, the hero, what are these guys?
Heroes.
The heroes. Yeah, these heroes can be used once.
What does that even mean? How do you keep track of that?
As soon as you put him in your display and he's done, he's gone.
You lose him or you score him at the
You still score him as 3 points.
Wow.
You still score him as 3 points. Yeah, we didn't go over this because we never saw one. We never saw one.
You don't even get to keep him. That's terrible.
Don't even get to keep him. Well, you do, but you don't.
Hmm.
If you use fewer characters in your group, then you can get relic cards. Why you get relic cards for using fewer? Maybe your other guys are off finding relics. I don't know. But you have to win the fight. When you fight these battles and you use a few creatures, you use what's called the strong die. The strong die is not strong, it's stable. You are going to get So there's long range combat, which happens before medium range combat, which happens before close combat. That's all well and good. It has a really good standard way of removing units from the edge of the battlefield inward. If I do a damage to a troop, it's going to be the first one on the edge of the battlefield. I do long range combat. I have a power of 4. You have a power of 3. I'm doing 1 point of damage to you. Not that long range combat cancels out other long range combat, but disregarding that, it's 1 point of damage, not 4 and 3. Okay, I've turned over the closest unit on the battlefield. Some of them can actually take multiple damage, which is fine. I like all of that. That's all fine. But if you have 3 troops, you get the strong die, which is really the stable die, because it's really like +1 to 1 piece of combat.
It's not necessarily strong, but you're going to get a positive result.
Right. Then there is the risky die, which is indeed risky. The other team gets the risky die. If you have 4 or more in your group, you get the risky die. They get the strong, stable die.
I took the risky one most of the time, and
if you use the risky die, you're not getting relic cards.
Yeah.
But if you're getting relic cards, you might not actually win the fight anyway.
Right.
So, and that was my problem. I would let them roll the risky die, and they roll the strong die. He would do well every time. So there are 6 rounds in the game, basically 6 attacks in the game.
Yeah.
And basically only 6 chances to upgrade your deck.
Yeah.
And I missed 2 of them.
Yeah.
Despite all that, on the very last turn of the game, I said, I have nothing better to do than to go kick your butt. So I actually attacked Steph instead of the board.
Yeah.
I managed
that 5-point token.
There is a 5-point token I can steal from her. Now, I'm not taking her 5 points. It's just 5 points for me.
Right.
But still,
right.
I got 5 points on that one turn.
Yep.
And had I done it with less than 3, with 3 or fewer soldiers, I would have gotten one of your relic cards. And that would have been a 1-point loss for you and a 2-point gain for me.
Yep.
I lost 13-17. It was a 4-point difference. Despite losing 2 entire rounds, I almost caught up. And had I done it with 2 fewer troops, I could have stolen one of your relics, would have put it 15-16. Almost would have got it. I do not like games where the goal is not to attack other people, but you can attack other people. Now, let's say a game like, what's the game with History of the World? No. No, what is that? Clash of Cultures. Clash of Cultures. You have a map. She has her dudes on her side of the map. I have my dudes on my side of the map. My goal is to go make my civilization big, and it probably also means demolishing stuff whenever possible. This game is not all about going out and destroying the other person, but you can. I'm not a big fan of it. Plus, once I've taken your 5-point token, there's only a 3-point, a 2-point, and a 0-point token left for you.
Yeah.
I have no reason to go attack you anymore. I took your spoils.
I probably should have attacked you.
Oh, if you would have attacked me, it would have been worse than over. It would have been horrible over.
Well, I
because
drawn the 0 and the 1, and then I only got 1 point.
Well, the reason why, so I was two battles behind, meaning I have fewer epic guys in my deck.
Right.
I have far less chance of beating Steph in a battle than she has of destroying me. I would like it a lot better without the take that
player interaction.
So there are a lot of issues with this game. I want to like this game.
Yeah, I want
not because I like, not because I do like time travel. I've not yet found a good time travel game. Time Stories didn't do it. Anachrony is not a time travel game in my opinion. It has time travel elements. It's not really. A lot of time travel games I have played, they're abstract.
You think the discussion of this game is more than enough for this particular game? I
want to arm you guys with good info. So there's that. Sorry, guys.
I want to really like it. It's fine. I would play it again, but I'm not like
I would play it again. I'm not dying to
not
play it again.
dying to play it again. The loop is fine.
Board gaming today has so many landmines to navigate. There are great games out. Yeah, so I agree.
Where's the?
I agree, Matt.
Where is it?
What?
The pirate one with
There's one more to add?
no. It's a taste your minstrel game with the time travel or the Groundhog Day effect. What the heck?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Forget what it's called.
There's a pirate game. There's a big map. You all start off on the coast.
Oh,
The
Corsairs.
Chrono Corsairs.
No way.
Chrono Corsairs.
That was okay.
So you start off on the beach. All the valuable treasures are off in the valuable areas. So you'll go for round one. You'll know you'll start to find out where all the problems are and where all the good stuff is. And then you'll use that knowledge to get even better the next Groundhog Day loop through.
So
that's cute.
That was good. Patch History, I love. I love Patch History. That's not a time travel, I guess.
Yeah.
It doesn't give me that time traveling feeling, but I do really love Patch History.
You love it. As a matter of fact, it is on the near shows, I think, somewhere.
Yeah, it's right behind your face.
Right behind my face.
Literally.
Right here. It's right behind my face, right here. Patch History, right there. So, yeah.
I do like that one a lot. So, yeah, those were some of the games we're not streaming, but we could talk about.
So we do want to bring them to your attention. So, and again, not necessarily because some of them are bad, just some of them are not for us.
Yep.
Doesn't mean you're not going to rate them, but there you have it. So, and we hope to bring you something like this every month and let you know what you're missing that we are not playing. Because I know a lot of you out there aren't checking out Steph's blog, but you really should on BGG, even if you're going to just scan through them. Plus, you might actually see in her blog links to videos for our Twitch stream that you might not have seen because you might have had a day off. So, yeah.
Cool.
We're checking out.
Yeah.
Yep. So, we will be right back unless you have something to add. Here's your stream.
No, seems good.
Seems good.
We'll be back. We got games to play tonight.
We got games to play. Let's play some games.
We're going to play some games.